Skype in or are they calling in? Okay, do we have our caller?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing? Who's
Hi.
on the line?
My name is Foo Yee from Germany. How are you doing?
Foo Yee from Germany. And I see, I could tell from your name, Foo Yee, obviously
Right.
Germany.
Cool.
No. You're Germany via China?
I came
Taiwan?
I'm born and raised in Malaysia, and I'm doing my studies in Germany.
Ah, okay, very good. So you have a question for us. Let's hear it.
Yes, that's correct. So I'm not the expert computer scientist here. So what I've been doing is that basically I tend to look around for projects and maybe try to build on other people's projects because I have a little bit of skill in game design, so to speak, but I don't have the computer science skills needed to create a game engine, for example. So I've been looking around the internet and found that there are several game engines that are interesting, but they kind of lack these social features. For example, virality loops in Facebook or Twitter, for example. So my idea is can I maybe build on top of this open source game engines and maybe probably make a profit out of it? Do you think it's a good idea to do that? Because all these game engines are basically open sourced, and when I build on top of that, I have to release the source code. So do you think in a business sense this is it a good way to go forward?
It's definitely a good idea if you're looking to get hired. If you're looking to make a product that people are willing to pay for, maybe not so much. You would have to, because you're building off of an open source project, it's share and share alike, so to speak. They give you their source code, you build on it, and you have to give your source code to everybody else. That being said, just having the source code is not enough for a lot of people. They want to have the person who built it. They want to have some consulting. They want some services. They may want some specialization. So a great way for a developer to get themselves out there is to get into the IRC chat room for a specific piece of software. Maybe it's Cassandra, or maybe it's Django, whatever, and to actually contribute code and to build little projects. So in the Django project, there's 10 different people who built blog platforms on top of it because people kept complaining there's no blogging software. Or somebody complains there's no game mechanics or virtual currency or point system on top of this gaming thing. It's a great idea. And that's actually one of the best ways for you to meet people who are in the industry. But you got to couple it with being in that IRC and maybe having a little blog and a Twitter account dedicated to these topics so that you can sort of virally spread what you're doing. And also participating maybe in Hacker News when those type of threads come up and mention, hey, say something intelligent, and at the end say, oh, and if you're interested, I'm working on a project if anybody wants to contribute. So you're not sort of spamming it like, check out my project. You're adding to the discussion and then adding that. Tim, you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would just view it as a learning experience. Open source platforms, to try to build a closed platform on top of it will be really difficult. So I would try to view it as a learning for yourself, but also, like you said, Jason, to meet other people and basically to hook into that community.
Yeah, I mean, this is what open source is about. This is why most people do it. There's been many studies, and a lot of people misinterpret why people are involved in open source projects. They say, oh my God, people are involved in an open source project because they want to help the world, and oh my God, there's altruism. It's not exactly always that case. A lot of times people are looking to network, to socialize, to find a job, to participate in something challenging. It's not really like they're trying to save the world in most cases. They usually have some combination of self-interest, and community interest. They want to get a job, and they know the community will help them. They want to learn, and the community will help them, so they help the community. So it's sort of like one hand washes the other, and it's great. It would be the equivalent of contributing to a blog that was an unpaid blog, or posting really good comments on Hacker News, or posting really good comments in an IRC chat room, or a question and answer service, Stack Overflow, or whatever. You get your name known. Make sure you use a memorable handle. So if you were working on Cassandra, you could make yourself, Cassandra guy. And it sounds corny, but if you were, or you could be DB guy or something, whatever it is. NoSQL guy, or Mrs. NoSQL, whatever it is. But brand yourself a little bit in there so people can go, oh, that guy's got the same domain name as his handle. He's got a logo. Sort of personal branding on top of it will help. Does that help?
Yeah, cool. Great.
Okay, Foo Yee. Have you been listening to the show for a long time, Foo?
Yeah, I've listened to like 20 to 25 episodes so far.
Oh, wow. So you're working backwards through the archive?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Right. I mean, if you,
Yeah. By the way, I was at TechCrunch 50, and I saw you guys in San Francisco last year. So
great. Well, make sure you come to the launch conference. We'll have information on that hopefully next week, Tyler. Should have the date locked down, and hopefully you can make it. We'll talk to you
cool.
soon. Take care, Foo.